We're talking about environment and our individual contributions towards it. Now, a quarter of the world's population is going to be at risk of water supply problems very near into the future. We're already seeing how many places are water scarce. How do you feel like individually this has become a problem, individual steps that has led to this massive problem?
Look, I think that's a very important question, and thank you for highlighting it. So I guess I'll begin at the very macro level, right? You mentioned a quarter of the world's population almost at the risk of water. I bring it down. I think about Pakistan specifically. It's an example that we can all relate to, right? There are millions of people, roughly 20 million in Pakistan, almost at the cusp of not having enough clean drinking water every day. And when you think of a country like Pakistan, where roughly 26% of our GDP comes from the agricultural sector, then you can't separate water from the way our industry and our macro space is being run. And the reason I say that is, and there's a really interesting article that The Economist Atif Mir wrote earlier last night, mentioning how the kind of crops and the agricultural pursuit that we've focused on as a country has been very much, dissonant from the way we should be doing it, because it doesn't make sense for us to be growing the kind of crops that we are. And that filters down then to the individual level, which you point out. And it's almost become a habit for us to use water in excess of what we could be doing. As an example, our nonprofit almost launched a sort of a project earlier last year, calling it the #Lota Challenge, which is say, look, we all pray 5 times a day, or we, aspire to. Every single time we wash ourselves, we, spread far more water than we should. Perhaps we could begin by using a bottle or a lota or something and try minimizing that at the micro scale. But I think it's, it has to be an amalgamation of both.